Oh, hey man, how are you?
Alright.
You alright?
Yeah, great to be back.
Oh yeah, how are you? Good to see you, sir.
It's been a while.
It has. It's been 3 weeks, I think.
Something like that.
Something like that since we did that.
You busy?
No, not really. Not. You know, about you. There's no Palantir. Like, there's only so much I can do, really.
Yeah. So have you filmed any content?
Sorry. That's good.
Have you filmed any content?
Any content? Just I did a hobby vlog.
Okay.
Just like the first one I've done in like 7 months or so.
Okay.
Managed to get that done and like film that and. What was I talking about?
Hobby
vlog, yeah. Managed to get a hobby vlog done, which is good. Pleased with that.
Nothing else?
What?
Content wise?
No, I don't. No, not without. Not without you.
Okay.
Obviously, like it's the Palantir or bust, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so just it's a hobby vlog. Waiting for you to come back.
Okay.
I'm very excited about it.
Chat to any of the other GBHL hosts?
Yeah, I chatted to a few of the guys, like the various like guys on Facebook and that sort of thing. But like, you know, I haven't seen any of them. Just been talking really.
Any other guys?
Just a few of the usuals, you know, like Will, Steve, other hosts, that sort of stuff.
Nice.
But nothing special.
Yeah.
Just chatting about the usual stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Are we good to go?
Yeah. It was fun to.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just going up to Lou.
Okay.
Just going to pop out.
Sure.
Yeah. You alright? You
Yeah.
sure?
Yeah. All good.
Cool. I'll see you later.
What is that? Messengers where I'll have stuff. The Harrison Hay Club. Didn't realise he didn't like Harrison Ford. Dave Fredericks. Nah, I've never really liked Tom either. Doesn't like Macklin. A bit weird. There's Macklin. Not bringing Tom. I don't. David Reed. To be honest, I've never liked that bigot. Who are they on about? Steve. Tom can't stand that guy. Which guy? Chris Murphy. Detest that bigot Tom. I mean, that's probably fair. I'm not the only one who doesn't like it. Does James not like Harrison Ford either? Jay. Why is Tom not as good as you? Larry, Tom's my 7th favourite GBHL host. There's only 6 hosts. Generation Shift 92. He's my worst customer. Who's your worst customer? Dan Entwistle. Harrison, not that guy. Does he not like Harrison Ford either? Sam. Tom, he's a scruffy looking nerf herder. Don't know what a nerf herder is. Matt Davis. Who even likes rocks? I like rocks. Jamie. Did we even invite him to be a host? Will. It's Tom's arrogance that annoys me. Callum. Nah, I've never liked Tom either. Yeah, he doesn't like the trolls. Taylor Sinstad. What's a Taylor Sinstad, Precious? Pink? How do you even make it pink? What's all this about? I can't wait to film again. Can you please hurry up and film another? Screw all your other segments. Yeah, it's great working so collaboratively with someone. I don't want to name names, but you're a lot more accommodating than some people I've made videos with in the past. Anything for you, buddy. You know I got your back. Absolutely. I've never felt like this. I don't know, supported, I guess. What is that face? That's what I'm here for. Just wish we lived closer to actually film together. Completely, just so you know, if you're ever over in England, I'm sure we could work something out re some of my other commitments. Hang on. Is he on about me? Oh, don't worry, I expect to film a video or two on your famous couch when I'm there for Ardicon 2018. No, you won't. Better make room for me. Ha, don't worry about that. I'll make the necessary arrangements so that there's no one in the way, so to speak. In the way? What's this? I'll hold you to it. Make room for the better partner? No contest. Hurtful. We over here in Canada are the best co-hosts. No, you're not. Right, I better go. I think Tom's about to arrive. Don't want him catching us at it, so to speak. Night, babe. What is this? X. I get more than one kiss, so. What has he been up to whilst I've been away?
Okay. Yeah. Oh. Leave this on here.
Must have.
What are you doing with that?
I was reading it.
Alright.
Anything else you wanted to tell me from when I was away?
Alright. You're right.
Huh?
Sure?
Yeah. Huh?
Like what?
Anything?
No.
No.
Cool, shall we crack on? Welcome, Strategy Battle Gamers, to our GBHL YouTube video. You're here with host GBHL Damian.
And GBHL Tom.
And we are here with episode 84 of
The Palantir.
Oh yes.
Oh yes.
Oh yes.
Been a while.
It has, and we are back.
With?
The Renegade Master.
Of course.
It's been... Is it 3 weeks?
Yeah, I think
You
so.
think? Like when we're not in Sketchland,
Yeah.
I think it's been 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And you were away.
I was away.
You went to
Zurich.
Zurich. See many fences?
Fences.
Yeah? You on a fence?
No.
Oh, it's nice. Oh, just checking. Cool. Nice time?
Yeah, it was good.
What? Did you get up to much?
Just work. Going out.
Going out?
Yeah.
Yeah? What do you do in Zurich when you're a... when
Ride
you're
on their marvellous tram system.
at night?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was that drinking? Like, or
Moderate drinks.
on your own?
No.
Friends?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, colleagues.
Colleagues, yeah. Probably not friends. On the tram system.
They
yeah.
put up with me.
How's it compared to Nottingham's tram?
Oh, it's much better.
Much better.
So efficient. Swiss.
What are your 10 favourite differences between the Zurich tram system and the Nottingham one?
Well, the place names are all in Swiss, which is nice.
Oh yeah, that is what you want.
Yeah.
Still not with me on the fences comment.
No.
No. You weren't on a fence. On the fence. In Switzerland.
Oh, no, alright.
Yeah. I'm stumbling over the horizon, that one.
Right.
That was a great week.
Yeah.
Welcome to our weekly Lords of the Rings show.
Yeah.
And the second week you were in...
Silverdale.
Silverdale.
Mm-hmm.
In good old...
Not the Silver Load.
Not the Silver Load. Other silvers
Yeah.
are available.
Long John.
Rune Fang.
Yeah.
We could go on.
Yeah.
Good week.
This is what they pay their money
Yeah,
for.
absolutely. They don't pay. You get
Yeah,
what
it's
you
good.
get what we give you.
Good week.
Yeah.
And now I'm back.
What was that doing?
Going up some hills. What's that? What?
Yeah, you're up a hill.
Yeah.
Stay there.
No, you come back
Down the hill.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Nice. Got it. I don't do it myself, so I don't really get it. It's good though, right?
Yeah.
Marvellous. I've missed you. It's been nice.
Maybe missed you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. I haven't replaced you.
Good. Strong.
As ever on the Palantir, everything you're about to hear are
It's
our
a
own
waffle.
opinions and our own viewpoints, and do not represent the views or the opinions of the GBHL podcast YouTube channel or the Great British Hobby League or any other formal body institution such as the Zurich Tram Network.
Good. Nice.
The as they call it in Zurich, the ZTN. But yes, here we are. Let's move with tedious predictability onwards, shall we?
To the tea toast.
The tea toast, marvellous.
Last week it was with Don Barnett.
Last week, definitely. Don Barnett, one of our favourite Canadians.
And he says, I feel like I've made the big time getting the tea toast.
Wow.
In honour of his doubles win and second overall at Nova, I'm passing on the tea toast to Ben Boomer or Benedict Peklinski.
Congrats, Ben.
There you go,
We
Ben.
met at Nova 2016. So to you, Ben. Don't know if you watch the show.
If he doesn't, make sure he
Yeah.
comments below.
If you don't watch the show, Ben, watch it now. Congrats on, you won doubles.
I mean, he probably turned off in that first, in the intro
I'll do it,
section.
yeah.
If he's not into trams, he's probably not still with us.
It's nice for someone else to win doubles.
Yeah.
You must imagine it's nice for someone else to win singles, but
Yeah.
goes back.
I
Next
think
year,
you'll-
boys.
Yeah.
Next year.
Anyway, so yeah, cheers, Ben. Last week, what did we talk about?
Was it the tournament that we went to?
No.
Was it not?
No.
It wasn't last week. You've dropped me in it now.
It was just a big rambly.
Oh, it was a big rambly catch up.
Yeah.
Before that, what was the tournament? Arnicon. It wasn't Arnicon. It was.
Yeah.
Oh, it was big rambly catch up. Big rambly catch up. Marvellous. Loved it. Really enjoyed that.
So we've had some
Remember it.
rambly comments back.
Lovely.
Top Table Wargaming, bring back synchronised haircuts.
Where are you? You're pretty big. I'm due. I'm well over. Look at this. Look at this stuff. You look pretty due. What?
You're going to go first.
Well, I'm going to crack first.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't think we'll do it both next week?
No.
Yeah, I might be gone by next week, I
Okay.
reckon.
It might take a while.
You're
for
not
us
going to get that cut before next week?
No.
You just don't. You do not care what anyone thinks of you, do you?
No. Anyway, David
Sorry, carry on.
All good?
Mm-hmm.
Good. David Alexander, I can't believe Damian referred to the new Emerald Burn section as the worst thing ever recorded. Troubling
Did
signs
I?
from Show Burn.
What?
Oh, yeah.
It's been 2 weeks.
I know.
Oh, that's the outtake. That's the 5 minutes at the end because Emma comes in.
Mm.
He's dubbed it the Emerald Burn section. That's Trixie. That's trying to get me divorced.
Yeah.
Naughty, Mr. Alexander.
David Alexander, unless of course this doesn't necessarily represent your thoughts, views or opinions.
Indeed, it was you haven't had a chance to comment on it because we cut it out, but we added it as an outtake. It was. Do you agree that it was the worst 5 minutes we've ever recorded?
Glorious.
You think it was great?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's either the worst or the best 5 minutes ever. 5 minutes with nothing whatsoever achieved.
Wow, enjoyed it. My wife came running down thinking I had birthed a live baby donkey, the way I was braying with laughter.
A live baby donkey. Is that? And that's an image and a half, Jim.
Yeah.
Particularly as you're a dude. But yeah, I'm happy for you, I guess. Congratulations.
Yeah, other people enjoyed the outtakes. Who else did?
As always, Tom compiles the comment review.
Yeah, that'll do. People,
It is with delight that he is so surprised by his own notes.
people enjoyed it.
Yeah?
There we go, that'll do. Yeah, nailed it.
Maybe we'll get to them later.
Yeah. David Whittaker, also, I had to defrost my under-counter freezer as it was looking like a winter wonderland inside and I could no longer open one of the drawers. This news isn't Hobbit related, but I figured it was unfair for my washing machine to be the only one of my appliances getting a mention.
It is. We were worried about that actually.
Yeah.
There's a slight political bias towards Hot Point of Paris. He doesn't name his dishwasher though. His freezer.
No.
Under the counter freezer. That seems like
Under counter
Is
freezer.
that like a half height freezer? how the North live.
Yeah.
For me, full height
You want a
freestanding.
big freezer?
Yeah. Got a lot of ice.
Okay.
You?
Mine goes under a
Under
the
counter?
work surface.
Oh.
Yeah.
Awkward. We'll have to cut here and have a little chat about some stuff.
Anyway, Peter McFetridge. Hi guys, first time commenter here.
Hi Peter, I'm so sorry.
Just wanted to take the opportunity to say thank you in person-ish for all of the great hobby content you guys produce.
Thank you very much. Peter's just bought the magazines, I think.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Otherwise, if he hasn't, he's doing well out of this. I'm almost certain I posted a few weeks ago
Okay.
magazines. Thank you for that. It does mean a lot. We don't understand why anyone watches this gibberish, but we appreciate the fact that you do.
Do indeed. Zarfly Angle. Oh yes. Formalities. Now you're back in all your glory.
Yeah. Last week was the first time
Yeah.
that we were back to all the great sections.
Yes. Larry Miller. Is that the first time Smaug's been out since his unboxing? Oh, well, you moved rooms. To be fair.
Oh, he was in the box. We had the box. Maybe
He's in the box.
He wasn't out. I got him out when I painted the Bilbo. Yeah, me and Sam Page unboxed my Smaug on the channel.
Yonks ago.
It was Battle of Five Armies, right? It's 2014, so early 2015, I suppose. 2.5 years ago. I don't think he's been out since then. I got the Bilbo out, but I think that's about it. One day. Yours?
No.
You painted a lake town, let alone Smaug.
It's good to have the irrelevance back, and I found that deleted scene especially eye-opening. There you go, Larry said it was good. There you go.
He's finding them.
I never knew there was a point to which things can collapse, at which you decide it's too much.
Never happened before.
No.
It's the only time ever in history we've actually abandoned footage because it was too awful.
Dave Murphy forgot to comment in the last episode to say that it's good to have you gents back on the sofa rambling nonsense at my computer screen on a Friday.
Thank you. It really means a lot.
Davey McShurer. My favourite part of the new setup is that it looks like Legolas is taking aim at the back of Tom's head.
Yeah. It does. Ain't my chance that.
Better one from Warlord saying the Palantir rocks.
That's a rock gag. You must like that. Did you pick up on that one?
A little bit.
Thank you. People are nice, aren't they?
Chris Murphy, anyway, welcome back. I will look forward to your irregular content for Season 2.
Here we are, 3 weeks later.
And Resconesco, I'm glad Season 1 is over. Now that you've settled on the characters and the setting, Season 2 is where you can really start to develop the story.
Absolutely, that was our plan.
Yeah.
We are, I mean, potentially we've got a long narrative plan, don't we? Who is this Taylor fella?
Might take us a while.
Get months of sketches out of that, I reckon.
Numa all over again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or the
Naked
lending.
Dave Frederick.
Oh yeah, Dave Frederick. Liam Robinson. Now it's back regularly. It's the thought of this that keeps me going through my maths lesson as the last lesson on a Friday.
Thank you. I'm sorry about your last 2 math lessons. That's really sweet. It is nice that people think that. So we hope you enjoy this episode.
And Callum D, of course you bring back the show as soon as I go back to uni for the year. It's not like I need to study or anything.
Studying comes first.
Yeah, then the Palantir.
Then the Palantir. Then love.
Or mustard.
Almost studying.
Painting.
First you get the money, then you get the Palantir, then you get the women. I think that's how it goes.
Ripon City Wargamers. Question to the world from the whimsical mind of Will.
Hey Will, he's a wanderer. Sorry, wanderer.
You're in a situation where you have to have a bath and wash up a dishwasher load of crockery in the same bathwater. Do you wash yourself first, or do you wash the pots first?
Wait, so you're in the bath. It's a bath water full of water, and you've got a
Yeah.
bath in it and wash.
You've got to wash yourself and wash the pots.
You wash yourself first. Surely.
Would you?
What, you would wash the dishes and then get in that water and wash yourself?
Yeah, but you'd eat off a plate where you've washed your sweat off.
You wash it. You could wash them again, right?
You could wash yourself again.
I would rather.
I think the point is that you then have to go out.
Yeah, covered in food.
Yeah.
So who goes out after a bath?
Well, you've probably scraped the food, haven't you?
Yeah, it's still food, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
You don't go out after a bath.
But,
you go to bed after a bath.
But you don't eat after you've washed plates in grubby water.
No, exactly. So you either wash them up. You've had your dinner, and then you put the plates away clean. Granted, washed in a bit of water. In which case, the next day you probably forget them. Give that plate to your wife or something. I don't know. But you want to wash in the clean water, surely. You don't want to wash in the ketchup and the fat.
Well, I wouldn't use ketchup and fat. What if it's just a salad?
You wouldn't use fat. You just put, what do you want on that, on the chips? Can I have a bit of fat? Well, then there's going to be fat in the pans, isn't there? Do you think it's the other way around?
It depends. You could probably set up like some nice little divide. Try and wash yourself in half the
I
pot.
don't think you're allowed to. What do you use? It's the horse-sized duck all over again, isn't it?
Yeah, you're a horse-sized duck.
I think that is, to me, that is quite obviously you wash yourself first and then you wash the dishes. But you think it's the other one?
Well, I wouldn't be too bothered about being grubby.
It's not grubby, it's covered in food waste.
It's not that much food waste if you've eaten your dinner.
It's more than if you wash without it.
Anyway.
If you've eaten your dinner, by that logic, why wash up? You've eaten your dinner, there's no food on it. Welcome to the Palantir, our weekly Lord of the Rings show. This is World Champions' fault, not ours.
Yeah, possibly we should move on.
People should let us know in the comments, right?
Yeah.
We should do a vote on that for next week.
Oh, that'll be fun for me to count.
Yeah. Like that sketch will be fun for me to edit. So let's call it even, shall we?
Anyway, yes, comment below, but
Which one
not
is
too
it?
frequently.
Good
Trivia.
question, Will.
Yeah.
This week's topic.
Trivia section. Last week, what did you ask, Damian?
Last week, I love how much you're persisting with that last week thing.
Yeah.
I asked how many pieces appeared in the Troll Brute kit. How many individual components?
Yep. And how many is it?
What do you think?
I said something like 15.
15. A ludicrous guess.
Is it?
Are we doing the correct number first or the guesses first?
Correct number.
The correct number, my good friend Thomas, is 21.
21.
21, as I live and breathe. 21 separate components. Thomas, I would like you to name them.
Head.
No.
Bofa.
Both for body, we'll
Okay.
allow it.
Orc.
Only
Body.
20 to go. Orc body, yeah, good.
Yeah.
19 to go. It's going to be a long episode.
Flaily things.
I'm
Flail
going
one.
to call it there. Once you're staggering about with flaily things, I think we're in trouble.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, head was part of body.
Oh.
Yeah, body was what we were after.
Yeah,
Body.
sorry. Oh, it should have been troll body, orc body, both a body.
Not consistent.
Chuck that out.
Good God.
Nobody got it right.
Thank you for not cheating. Oh, you can't really cheat. You'd
No,
have to have the
you'd
kit,
have to
wouldn't
have
you?
the kit,
Yeah, that's a good one.
Can't Google it.
Good one. Oh, I could kind of question that. Just come up with more questions like that. Interesting.
Anyway, rollover of a Freddo
Was there a closest?
No. Well, obviously there was, but I've not written it down. So,
What was ballpark figures?
so a couple of people went for 23.
23, really? Oh, so no Freddo this week?
No.
Oh, we're Freddo rich. We can dine well tonight.
How you like a Freddo?
Oh, yes. You're saying I'm fat?
No, well, yeah, but that wasn't my point,
Oh.
but I wouldn't disagree with it.
Thanks.
You're welcome. My question last week was, what was the most watched video with me and Damian in?
Oh, yeah, the ultimate definition of narcissism.
Yeah. Lots of people had to...
I got it on my third guess, didn't
You
I?
did.
Because I said, did I say the Palantir episode 1,
Yeah.
which it wasn't, And I said the Ammon Hen bat rep that it wasn't.
Yeah, and people went for both of those.
Oh, yeah.
And people also went for the SBG magazine launch video. And maybe there was a couple of us. Oh, like the trailer breakdown or...
Good video. You weren't involved in that, were you?
Maybe the Battle of Five Armies one. I think I was in that one. Who knows? I can't remember what we filmed anymore. Anyway, the most watched video with both of us in was the Battle of the Black Gate battle report with Jamie and James as well.
Solid battle report. Was that the first ever video with the four of us in, or something like that?
For a bat rep, I think.
Yeah. It's a war of attrition.
But and that was with the troll being rubbish against the Hobbit.
So, I still have horror nightmares about that game.
Anyway, over 10,000 views, and that was Dave Murphy.
10,000 views, really?
Yeah. They had a chance to get themselves a photo of Dave Murphy, Mark Furness, Dominic Beast-Raybould, Resco Nesco, and Thomas Horatio.
That's quite people getting that right. Do you
I'd have guessed a bad rep.
10,000 views compared to other...
That's in the top 10.
Top 10 videos on the channel, is it? Cool.
10,000. There's a few, most of them are bat reps up top. I'm trying to think what else would be up really high.
I know James and Jamie's beginner video was up there for ages.
Yeah, I think that's the top one, the beginner video, but then the rest are bat reps. Anyway.
Wow, good question.
Very quickly, tournament news.
Indeed.
No, because we need to ask a question for this week. Don't just go on like that.
Yeah, that sounds like it was my fault. Slight schizophrenic break from Harrison then.
Question for this week.
Question for this week, I do. Now, I thought long and hard about the kind of question I'm going to ask here. I'm going to go for how many components are there in this? Now, this is the Iron Hills Chariot. The last question proved fiendish because people couldn't shoot. And how many... Oh, God, I still get nightmares when I look at this. How many pieces are in here? Do you know?
No.
Do you want to have a punt?
Yeah. I'm just
get it right
this
and we'll kick you up. Oh yeah, use that as a guide because that has also got pieces in it.
Yeah. I'm going to go dwarf body, dwarf arm. I'm going to go...
No, there are no dwarf bodies.
Oh. Chariot.
Sorry, could we see the international mind for counting the parts of the chariot? 32 parts from Harrison. Interesting guess.
Yeah.
Could be right.
I mean,
don't know. 32. How many parts are in the Iron Hills Chariot? As ever, if you're new to trivia section and you have this, you can't go and look at it. There's no fun in that, and that will take away the pleasure of winning yourself a Frillo. You've got to go from the heart. That's my trivia question.
Oh, cheers for that.
Starting to run out of Forge World instruction manuals, to be honest, so I'm a bit of trouble for next week.
My question...
No one asked.
Totally unrelated theme to anything we've talked about today is there's a Canadian YouTube channel called Blackfire Productions. We're very friendly with some of their members. And my question is, how many subscribers do they have as of right now when we're filming?
How many subscribers do Blackfire Productions have?
Yeah.
Why are you asking about Blackfire Productions?
Don't know.
Cool. It's a great channel. I like their work. Met Adam, of course. Chatted to him a fair bit. Yeah, good. So yeah, how many subscribers does Blackfire Productions have? If you've never heard of Blackfire Productions, go and check out their channel. Once you've guessed.
Yeah.
It's very important you do it in that order, please. Go and give them a like. It's Blackfire with a Y, isn't it?
Yeah.
At the start. Why Blackfire? I jest. Yeah, go and check them out. They do some really, really good content. Really, really good content.
Trivia section.
Trivia section.
Cool. Alright, on to the news. Well, tournament news. Tomorrow, it's get yourself to Stirling. I'm probably...
That's what they call it.
Probably not at this late stage. Are you going to go to Scotland? I would hazard a guess.
Me?
Well, just anyone.
I'm not going to Scotland, alas. I went once, went a couple of years ago, loved it. Huge fan of the Scots, unlike some. And it's a cracking event, a cracking venue. Best of luck with that. It's a staple of the independent calendar.
Scouring of Stirlingshire. So that's tomorrow and Sunday. Then we have Stockport in Flames.
We're going.
We are going.
We haven't. We weren't going last time we recorded this.
Nope.
So we're going to storm up to doubles.
Storm, yeah.
What are we going to do?
Storm up to the Wolves.
You gonna win it?
No,
Oh.
probably not.
What are we taking? You know what we're taking?
Underbad filth.
Gundabad filth. What's Gundabad filth? Is it all orcs?
Yeah.
Well, should we have some sort of kill off again? I want Stumpy. Big. I found Stumpy. You can have Charlie and Trollface if you want.
Or I could have Sybie McSide pants.
Yeah, you could, but he's awful.
Yeah. Or Bulk, he'll smash it.
You take 2 ogres before you take Side and Side Pants. But take him, prove me wrong. You reckon he's up to the task?
Oh, but I can hurl.
Yeah, the second Stumpy.
Mm.
And Stumpy can also
Stumpy.
stomp.
Yeah, but Stumpy's 5'4", he'll get
Yes, indeed. Yeah.
poked by some...
He does tend to bounce off
Yeah.
Uruk scouts and stuff, but every now and again, as we'll talk about in the main topic, he will win you a game.
Right.
Glorious. Would you fancy doing that then? Should do that. A whole bunch of Gunda banter. Gunda lad.
And then...
That's we haven't said anything about it.
It's
Jamie
Jamie
and Harry's doubles tournament
in Stockport.
in Stockport. Tickets still available. And it is now, I don't know if you know this, Jamie was keen to tell me, they have 29 teams.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations to Jamie and Harry. This is the biggest
No.
doubles tournament of the independent calendar. So I figure if we don't go,
Yeah,
they're
we
back
should.
down to 28
Yeah.
and it's a tie. But yes, it's bigger than Seven Stones now. Congrats,
Mhm.
guys. Really, really, really happy for you. It's awesome.
People
Awesome
won't
to get
tell
that many
that.
people double. Bound to be a few dropouts.
Yeah.
Right? But yeah, it's and there is still space definitely. So get involved. Loads of people going. I think all the hosts are going. If you care about such things, I think it's the first
meet-up
tournament in all
since
6 has
Arlecon.
been.
No, Harry wasn't there.
Harry wasn't there. Arlecon. It's been a very long time.
Anyway, Fireworks in Rivenstead is then the final one, 4th and 5th of November.
What's that?
It is in East Grinstead, so in the pub.
In Dorset Art.
Mm-hmm.
You guys there?
Can't remember. Yes, I asked Sam to reserve me a ticket.
I'm going to that. Yeah, it's a 100-pointer.
Yeah, so I should be there.
I think all the big names are going to that. You too.
Are you a big name?
Oh, it's a huge name. It's got like
And
6
the
letters in the
apostrophe,
first
yeah.
word. Yeah, there's an apostrophe in there.
Yeah.
Bonus like punctuation in there.
Anyway, good. That's the
Get
tournament.
yourselves those tournaments. Well, actually, one of them's tomorrow. You can't go, and the other one's sold out. Go to Jamie and Harry's doubles.
But also drop out of
Yeah,
that.
please drop out of Jamie and Harry's doubles. No one wants that.
Cool. Anyway, this week, what is our topic?
Our topic is Throne of Skulls.
Exactly.
Did you look around for
Your
a throne
laptop
then?
for your
Laptop is sneaky over there. Throne of Skulls, which was now 3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Something like that. We went off to Warhammer World to
Mhm.
Throne of Skulls. They're they kind of run 2 events, don't they? This now they run a GT.
Yeah.
Very, very competitive, and a Throne of Skulls, which is not where sportsmanship comes first
Yeah.
and that sort of thing.
It doesn't matter if you win or lose. It's well, okay. Most sporting votes and then kind of tiebreaker is victory point. So if you do well in your games and sporting, then you'll do well.
There was also
Better.
a ranking system after each game
Yes.
where you would rank your opponent on. It was out of 20, wasn't it? So it was painting and basing,
Yeah.
1 through a 5, and then conduct,
Yeah.
1 through a 5. The game as a whole, 1 through a 5, and sportsmanship. I don't know.
Theme.
Theme. Yeah, you're right. Theme of the army, 1, 3, and 5. And those points contributed to your overall score.
Yeah.
So what did you bring?
I brought Battle of the Black Gate because it was 1,000 points.
It's the ultimate narcissism again.
Hmm?
You bring that longer. Do you remember the arm? Do you remember the video that this featured in? I was in that.
All right. Yeah.
Actually, one of our most popular videos.
I hadn't thought about that. Yeah, so that was Aragorn Lesser on horse, and I had Legolas, Gimli, Éomer, and Aragorn, Merry, Pippin. Didn't have Gandalf the White because I didn't really want a wizard at this tournament.
So hopefully by the magic of editing, if I don't forget, there's maybe a photo of Tom's army appearing out there. And then were you done? You didn't want to wizard at the tournament?
Nope.
Anything else in the army?
Just Minister and Rohan.
Warriors.
Warriors.
Or foot?
I mean, this in the photo.
Oh, they might not have. Let's not rule it out. I spent a lot of time editing that sketch probably.
On foot.
On foot. How many guys is that?
40.
Cool. Good stuff. Nice themes. Marvellous. I took Azog's Legion. Did you get an army bonus?
No.
You didn't have an army bonus because the Throne of Skulls was where they were using the new army bonuses. If you wanted to know more about them, you can watch Jamie and Mai's video on it. I took Azog's Legion, so I'll be getting the there and back again bonus, and I took Bolg as my leader, and then I took a Gundabad Troll with Club, a Gundabad Troll with Scythes, 2 Ogres, the Troll Brute Stumpy, and then about 25 to 30 guys. 2 Gundabad Captains with shields, a banner, and a couple of Berserkers. I think I want to say I had 31 models. Right. So lots of cool, fun, stumping stuff. No shooting, no magic, and a bunch of crappy orcs for people to kill and break me with. Yeah. But an army I like a lot. That's what we took. Went up on the Friday. Made solid plans to leave early.
Yeah, I did not leave early.
Was meant to pick you up at 3:30. Is that right?
Something like that.
Got you at 7:30.
Yep.
Awful start.
At least I wasn't waiting. I just came whenever you did. That's how we did it.
Yeah, as always.
So thoughtful.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't make you wait.
Yeah. Oh dear.
I was delayed at work. Then I was delayed on the M25 getting to you, and it was awful and it was terrible. And we ended up picking you up, I think, at 7:30 when we'd hoped to get there for about 7 to have some dinner, and we were so late. We then decided we might as well have McDonald's. Yeah. So we were then even later. But then from there, had a pretty good journey.
Yeah. Apart from the last bit when you...
you
missed the turn and then we hit roadworks.
We had a really good journey until I missed the turning and added half an hour to the journey. Yeah, sorry about that.
What a wally.
Yeah. But we had some entertainment in the car. Like, I was filling you in on some other videos and stuff. Good, funny stuff. Got there very late and met up with Dan Etwasall, who came along. But we got there at like 11:30, right? Yeah. Had a little cheeky drink at the bar, and then Dan came over for a drink. You went to bed, and I stayed up with Dan till 4 a.m. Yeah, I don't know why.
Muppet.
It was him. It was him. It was lovely. I haven't seen Dan in a while, catching up about all things Nova and stuff. And we just sat there chatting. I was like, it's 4 in the morning, I've got to go to bed. We went to bed. Yeah. Up early. Off to Warhammer World. Glorious time. And started playing some games.
And we are going to do our 1 minute.
Yeah, our new patented 1 minute bat reps.
Which is so snazzy.
Almost always last time became 90-second bat reps. Yeah.
So you need a minute.
Am I starting?
Yeah.
So we say what they had first, don't we? The first game was Domination, and I was playing Dave Murphy, who I've played before, lovely man, and he had an all-matted Rohan army, so he was going for the bonus, so it meant all his Riders of Rohan got +1 strength on the turn they charged. Yeah. That's the bonus, isn't it? I made a deal with him that I wouldn't hurl at all, because if he didn't shoot me, that was a kind of gentleman's agreement, at which he happily agreed to. He charged in and just blitzed me. They were really good, and I seem to remember him taking down like an ogre and maybe one of the trolls quick. If you have like a Rohan hero, just charge it all up in your business. It's pretty grim, and I don't know what you're doing there. It's really putting me off my stride for the minute. And then basically he just knocked loads of my stuff down, like, got ahead, and I stuck to my promise, didn't hurl anything. Bold did some business, chopped some stuff out, but by the end of it I was fairly in a pretty bad position. It was domination. He had far more models than me, and a lot of my models were dead, which made that situation worse.
Doesn't help.
And I think at the end, by the time I 25%, it had a couple of walks and the Gundabad troll left. Game ended, he won, and then we saw what the troll would do before it went down, and the troll then went on to kill. I think it was Theoden, Aemma, Erkenbrand and a captain. Just one, we had like a ring of Rohan riders, and one guy would go into them, and the troll took down everyone else. But it was far too late. Dave won, quite rightly so. But it was really good fun. I really enjoyed it, and immediately I was like, that could be my favourite game for the weekend. It was a really lovely game, and because it's throwing skulls.
I mean, you're just.
I'm not really talking about the game now. I don't know.
I mean, you're just.
I've gone way off. Ah, that's nice.
Timer.
Because it's throwing skulls, you really do not care about losing.
No.
That's wonderful.
I mean, he does, but.
Thanks, Tom. Who are you playing?
I played Mike Haskell.
What did he have?
I've never played before. He had Isengard. He had a nice, just lots of Uruks, some Uruks with pikes, and then Isengard Troll.
So
And
getting
Saruman.
the Isengard
Agreement.
bonus,
Yes.
which is...
When they break, they don't take courage tests until 66% rather than 50%.
Yeah, cool.
But they still break. But
Yeah.
good.
Go.
Cool. So it was domination. He had his Isengard Troll. I charged in Aragorn into the troll and killed it in one turn with Anduril, because Anduril. So that was obviously a good start, but then it was actually a really close game. Because he has strength 4 and I have generally even defense 6 with my minister, if he'd cut through my men a lot easier, so it was kind of Legolas, Gimli and Aragorn all kind of killing stuff, but his troops were doing better against mine, and with it being domination and numbers, this meant that it was really close, and it came down to the final turn, kind of the final roll, basically some warrior fights, and I managed to kill one Uruk, and that meant that I had 5 versus 4 in the middle, which is what swung it to me, and that was it. So,
marvellous stuff.
great first game, very close.
The actions of a few.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff. That was...
Well,
No, I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty good.
yeah,
Boom. Boom.
beat that.
If I want to beat it, that's not the point, is it? I need to equal it.
Alright.
I'm just nicer than you.
I mean, you just waffle.
2-minute waffle.
Cool, so that was game 1.
Yep. Game 2 was to the death, and I was drawn against Will Champion, a fellow Windexbury
We said
Wanderer.
that.
What?
Yeah, we talked about him already. Bathwater fame.
Yeah, but I haven't said I played him.
No.
Which is
I
what
mean, you've
just
introduced
said.
him a second time, that's all I'm saying.
Gosh, can you imagine what people are going to say? But right now, if you listen carefully, that's the sound of people throwing down their pens and storming out of the room. This guy has been introduced before, they're saying, pushing over the TV, storming out, setting fire to stuff. Yeah, I can't believe what they're up to. We know who he is. What are they doing? What are they doing? They're screaming.
I'm going to start the timer.
Alright. I was drawn against Will, who had actually, it was nicely themed, but given the nature of the tournament, it was quite a competitive army, I guess. It was something like about 40 Wood Elves, and then Galadriel, Rúmil, Stormcall, and all that. Again, gentleman's agreement. I said I won't hurl any of you against any of the D3 models. I've got 5 things that can hurl, but I won't hurl. And he said, alright, I won't use any magic against you. I was like, awesome, that's a fair trade. He then said, I will shoot you, but I'll only shoot your orcs, not your big stuff. I was like, brilliant. And he shot me for 1 turn, and then went, this is really dull, and then charged straight towards me, which was awesome. And then we just smashed into each other, and it's just wonderful not caring at all and not really concentrating. And in 2 turns, he managed to kill. He did a Rúmil and Galadriel maybe, and someone else to do a heroic combat and heroic strike into the troll, and then took down both trolls. And his favourite thing that he actually asked me to remind people was Project Overkill, which was where 5 wood elves fainting with 2-handed weapons would charge a single Gundabad orc and kill it, and then go on to the next one and go on to, because he had so many spare models.
Oh man.
And it was really good fun, and I just remember laughing an awful lot, and then realising that I'd lost a game at the end of it. It was great fun, very well, like nicely played from Will, and Lothlorien have the bonus of magic resistance, which never came into it because I didn't have any magic.
Close.
Yeah, but Will will be sitting there going, "Oh, Damian likes me 25 seconds more than Tom likes his opponents."
Right, okay, I'm sure that's what he's thinking. He's probably trying to think about bathwater.
Will, comment below. Will, you know what Will will be thinking about?
What?
What are we thinking? Will will be thinking about his wedding, which is this weekend. Congratulations, World Champion. That's why we introduced him twice.
What a save.
What a save, absolutely. It is Will Champion's wedding.
Yeah, congratulations.
I think it's the Saturday.
Will and Fran.
Yeah, congratulations to Will and Fran. We hope you have a lovely day from everyone here in the Palantir land, mainly me who remembered that, you know, Tom's here
Took
as
you
well.
over 1:25 to remember.
I was talking about what had been, not what is to be.
Okay.
We hope you have a lovely day, make the most of it, and congratulations, and all the best for the future and such. Reynard wedding, yay!
Anyway, my game 2 was against Rob White, who had Isengard, in a very, very similar list to my first game.
More Isengard?
Yeah, more Isengard. And this, what were we playing? To the Death. Am I right? Yeah. Am I going? I'm going. To the Death. So it was slightly different in that you get bonus points for getting your opponent to 25%.
Yes, in the new
one. I can't really remember the exactness of the game, but it was
exactness.
Something. It was, but what you wouldn't expect to be a close game after the start just became ridiculous in terms of turn 6 or whatever. We thought the game was going to end this turn, and there were loads of really key things happening all the time that kept swinging it one way or the other. I'm not really giving any sort of this is
lots of detail, really key things.
Yeah.
Models, there was dice.
It was 3 weeks ago, dice everywhere.
Dice.
Panicking under the minute stress.
Yeah, that was all falling apart. And who are you playing? Rob? Rob was there.
Yeah, Rob
you
was
were there. Isaac
all
got the
kicking
rooks.
up, yeah.
Elisar. He was like
everywhere.
charging. Presumably.
Yeah.
It was. Oh no, my banner.
Yeah. I all I remember is that we were trying to work out what the score would be, and there were so many. I'm being really bad at explaining.
No,
this.
it's good.
Okay.
It's really good.
Okay. I have nothing.
Well, is that?
Oh,
yeah.
this is
great because this is important because this was a minute and 40.
I've not
which
actually
is
said
more,
anything though.
more than you just read, and you haven't said anything about the game.
No.
So let's just be a little less judgy.
Yeah.
A little more descriptive.
Anyway,
If you
regardless.
apologise to Rob for that travesty of a review.
No, we'll just chuck it in an outtake at the end and then.
No, we won't.
No. Anyway, it was a really good game. It was super close. What I remember is there were loads of big moments towards the end, which I don't really
Dice. Everywhere. Warhammer World.
That was it. The final roll. So basically, here we go.
Yeah.
So yeah, the penultimate turn we thought was going to be the last turn, but in a freak events of dice, the game didn't end, so we had to go on again. And in the final turn, Alessar is on Saruman.
Hello.
He's been knocked. No. Anyway, Alessar's against Saruman.
Yeah.
On foot now.
Yeah.
Against Saruman. Wins the fight.
Yeah.
Because it's to the death. If he kills Saruman, his leader, then I win the game.
Yeah.
Saruman is on 1 wound, no fate.
Mm-hmm.
Aragorn has Andura.
On foot.
On foot.
3 attacks.
3 attacks.
4s.
Needs a 4. Needs a 4 to win the game.
4 to win the game.
3 dice.
3 dice.
First one.
Yeah.
1.
No.
Second one. 2.
I won't believe it.
Third one. 3. 3 point mine?
3 point one?
No, he's used that.
Might in the store?
No. Till last.
Why'd you do that?
Yeah. Choke.
Why'd you go for that? I would have rolled a 4.
Mm-hmm.
You're going for the most sporting vote, yeah? I won't do it. No, I don't want it.
Anyway, nailed that in a minute.
That was about 4 minutes.
Yeah, right. Anyway, your game 3.
That was awful. You never judged me for this again.
In good news, I gave Rob my most sporting.
You must have loved it.
I love. It was such an evocative game. I remembered all of the key things.
Keep the dice.
Yeah, the dice.
Game 3 was Whole Ground,
Mm-hmm.
and I was running against Max O'Keefe, who was a lovely man, never met before, who said he was a big fan of the channel.
Yeah.
So, hi Max, if you're watching this, thank you for that. He had a dwarven army. It was almost all, it wasn't pure, so he didn't get the bonus, but it was almost all old school. Is it Khazad-dûm, the list now, or Moria, or whatever the Barlin's type?
Yeah.
Not Hobbit dwarves, Lord of the Rings dwarves.
Yeah.
And he had Gandalf the Grey.
Durance-folk.
Durance-folk, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, Durance-folk. Yeah.
Go.
Boom. Whole Ground, he split his arm, because of the Maelstrom thing, his army got split into two. Not many dwarfs with Gandalf, lots of dwarfs here. And there was a wood dividing them, and I kind of went, do I plump for the middle here and try and take these dwarfs, or do I try and take that Gandalf? I had one really risky gambit where I could charge Gandalf and then trap him, but probably get butchered, but would have pinned him in place.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't do it, didn't go for it. We have a big scrap. It's all really good fun, really enjoyable. He gradually, I think, starts. I win over here, but of course over here isn't the objective, and he's winning in the middle, and I'm on the objective because my models were faster than him, but he's got more models coming, and he had something like, I had about 10 models there, and he had about 15, including like a King's Champion, Gimli, all charged. Oh, Bolg charged into Gimli. Went to take him down, heroic strike, failed, got his wild killed. That was dire. But then, as it looked like he was about to take him, Stumpy, glorious Stumpy, did 11 dwarfs in 2 turns, lawn mowing, including Gimli, the King's Champion, and 2 heralds.
That's horrific.
All around. It was essentially like a Hoover around the objective. They just went dum 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 dum. And it's worth pointing out in the balance on this. The first 2 games he did essentially nothing, Stumpy, but then he did this and won me that game.
Through everything.
Like hands down, stroke 10 against dwarves. Just 3, just roll a 3, dead, 3, dead, 3, dead, 3, dead. It was wonderful. Felt like good fun. Again, didn't hurl in exchange for magic. I said don't immobilise anything and I won't hurl, which he was fine with. Brilliant fun, really good fun, and I managed to win.
Very good. You obviously like Will less. So yeah.
Well, I was taking my time on that because I thought he can't say a slightest thing against me on this. 2 minutes seems like a fairer amount to actually get through a game, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I think for the future
A
tournament.
minute. That's good.
A minute.
So yeah, Whole Ground I played Finton Garvin, and he had Sauron, but without the ring. Then Gothmog, some Muggle Knights, and Sauron. Oh, and Shagrat War Leader, and some Rannans.
Young lad, right?
Yeah.
Like first tournament?
I think he's been to another tournament, but not a point scoring one. But
right.
Anyway, yeah. So it was Whole Ground. So Sauron came on kind of on his own, and I had him come on near Aragorn the Lesser. I thought this would be a cool little fight to do.
Because he didn't have the ring.
Yeah. Sauron against Aragorn. Who knew that Aragorn just tanks Sauron?
He's got Andrew and Sauron doesn't have the ring. I knew that.
Yeah. And
who knew? So
Aragorn
this will be fun. This will be, I've killed you.
Yeah, too quickly. And Dural, that's 3 wounds on Sauron. He's only got 5. Oh, yeah. So Aragorn took Sauron down surprisingly quickly, and then it's just. Well,
That's the game, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
That must have been fun for the young lad.
Did not bring it. Well, I did. He killed him so quickly that I used all three of Aragorn's might in the store to might a 6 down to a 3, so he didn't wound Sauron to get 1 more round of combat, and he just killed him the next go.
That's like weird fake niceness.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll might it down. Well,
I was like, I don't want to kill
turn.
Sauron. I was like, let's have him do something. Oh no, he's not. He's just dead.
Well, the idea of you desperately scratching for your favourite game, but I'll might it down.
I was tempted to put Merry or Pippin in against Sauron because they can't wound him.
But you went in the end with Aragorn and Andrew and Luke.
So that was the game.
Okay. Love that story. I was tempted to put Merry and Pippin in last night. No, I didn't. I put Aragorn in, killed him, chopped him up.
Just killed him.
Chopped him dead.
Yeah, that was it.
That's it, right?
Yeah.
Because then
But,
it doesn't really matter what else he's got in his army, right? You've killed him, taken away this poor child's one toy. I saw it, I was on the table next to him in the next game, and I didn't know what had happened. I was like, you played Tom, didn't you? And he went, yeah. Well, I'm really sorry. And he was like, oh, that's alright. And I was like, yeah, it must have been awful for you, I know what he's like. And he was like, no, he's fine. And I was like, and then I heard this, I was like, it was awful. It was awful.
I mean, he rolled horrendously with Sauron. He even got a 1-1 to... He did win one fight and got 1-1 to wound. And then his dad, who was with him, went and bought him some new dice to use for later in the game.
That's presumably because the experience of playing you made him so upset that his dad wanted to get him a treat.
Yeah. And Sauron was dead by this point. No new dice for Sauron.
I didn't tell you this at the weekend, but this is embarrassing. I paid for those dice. I went over to his dad when I saw what was happening. I was like, you couldn't look. Just get him some dice. No one wants to play this game.
That's why the dice had your face on them.
And that was the end of day one.
Yeah.
But was it?
No.
Because then...
Oh no.
Then comes the most important part of any tournament. The quiz. No. And it was curry night.
Yeah.
I like Warhammer World Curry night. Like £9. Curry, poppadoms, glorious stuff. And we have a fairly standard quiz team, awesome. That's got some good pedigree, good results in the past. Of normally Nick Bramwell, Owen, me, you, and Adam are the founding members, and occasionally we've had kind of Callum, Jamie, Laura Moore.
Yeah, Damian Grantham's been in it.
Yeah, a few other roaming people. So this year we had Nick, but Nick. Because Nick and Owen were late, Nick didn't join us. He was on a different team.
Yeah, we had Nick Baton.
Yeah, we had Nick Baton and Nick Bramwell didn't join us.
Yeah.
And then Laura swapped in for Nick later on.
Yeah, and it was a great pub quiz. Cheers, Jay.
Yeah, Jay ran the pub quiz this time.
Wonderful, and we very much enjoyed the Say What You See round, the anagrams round, and... Well,
you smashed the anagrams. I was really proud.
Laura as well.
Yeah, I was really proud. Because I did get 2 of them. Yeah. But then I got 2 more, really excited to find out that they'd already been written down on paper, and had to make a very serious point. If we get an anagram, can we announce it to the group? Yeah. Because otherwise I'm spending ages emotionally invested in solving these anagrams, get them, and then like, oh, I got that. Yeah. You got to tell the group,
So yeah, we did really well on
What were the really good Say What You See? What were the... helmingas.
Yeah, helmingas.
A helmet in a gas burner. Yeah. Helmingas.
Or Abracan Merchant Guard was good.
Yeah, that was...
Bra
the bra on Stephen Merchant.
And then Imperial Guard.
Was it? That's what it was. Yeah. But yeah, cracking round. The results came in. You go, everyone stand up. And...
I mean, let's just say we won.
By a stretch. Well, the quiz, which genuinely, honestly, is that's what I go for. That's the dream.
What I go for.
Yeah, that's what I go to school for. So I won the quiz, marvellous, and got a title back from those filthy upstarts who won the GT.
And then we tootled back to the Beefeater and had a drink.
Yeah, and it was a very, very quiet evening because I was falling asleep because of being up to stupid o'clock. So we went. I think we all called it a night at about 11.
Yeah.
I remember Jay saying, and Jay of course being one of the younger, like relatively younger, certainly compared to me, crew. I think he's like 24ish, something like that. I think. He would normally go out to Rock City, and with the younger people, there was a Rock City crew, and this time he went out for the quiet drink with the older crew. And when he went home, apparently his missus, he got home at 11:30 or whatever. His missus goes, "What are you doing? Like, what are you doing getting home?" And he was like, "I don't know. I went to the older people's. I went to the old people's home, or whatever." But even by the old people's stand, I think we went home a bit early. But we went and just collapsed and went to sleep. And it was very nice.
It was very nice. Then on to day 2.
Day 2, what a day! One of my 2 favourite days of the tournament.
I mean, game 4, Damian. Would you like to begin?
Game 4 was the Fog of War, one of the new scenarios. Fog of War, if anyone doesn't know. It's a really cool scenario where you before the game, you nominate an opponent's hero that you have to try and kill. You nominate one of your own heroes that you have to protect, and you nominate one of their scenery pages that you have to try and get inside.
And
then,
one for you to protect. No, you don't have to do that.
And then you write these down, hide them somewhere in plain sight. Your opponent does the same, and then at the end you find out who wins. And so the whole thing being that you might have picked the same hero to protect as they've picked of yours to kill, or you might have picked very different ones.
You just don't know who's won until you've turned over.
Indeed.
Unless someone's been utterly
crushed.
Yeah.
And I was delighted to be playing Crispin Farber, and he had all mounted Rohan again. So that was great fun. I made the same deal with him. I said, I won't hurl you at all if you just charge me. And he went, yep, love it. He charged straight into me. A Royal Guard charged my Gundabad troll with scything gauntlets, threw a throwing spear, wounded it, like 6-4 or whatever. I was like, that's annoying. He was then joined by a Son of Ale. Son of Ale and Royal Guard won the fight against him, killed it. The one gone, dead, take it off. And he had this line of riders fighting my orcs, and I had a troll on the end, and I was sort of going, oh, I want to hurl. Obviously didn't. And then I kind of made some ground up here. It was really good fun. Stumpy bounced off a rider of Rohan 3 turns in a row, making up for his heroics against the dwarf. I realised afterwards I forgot to roll to kill the horse as well. I was just running for rider, but that was hilarious. It was a good, decent scrap in the middle, things going back and forwards, Bold hacking his way. I think an ogre killed Theoden, which was quite cool. Really, really good fun scrap. And by the end of it, in the last turn, he kind of moved 3 riders into an empty field, and I was like, I'm pretty sure he's trying to get into that. And I think I knew my hero I was trying to protect had died. You can't pick your leader, so I had to pick a captain, and he was dead. I had killed his, which was Theodred, the one I was trying to kill, and I didn't have any models in his controls. I planned to get Stumpy into his scenery by stumping his way through, and instead he just bounced off. So I was fairly confident I'd lost, but what I love about the scenario is you don't know. You really don't know until you turn them over. And we turned it over, and Crispin had won by, I think it was like 7-6. He had won by 1. He deserves to win, definitely. But it was like, because he'd moved the guys into the field, he won or something. But not about the game, just that, I think that scenario is brilliant. I've played it a couple of times, and it's quickly become my favourite scenario, because I think it is tactical and is interesting, and you can feint and sort of go for things, but also it's a bit random, which I like. I like something that can shake that stuff up at a tournament. Really, really big fan of that. So congrats to Jay, I presume, who wrote it. Maybe Adam as well. And also, having played his all-mounted Rohan, I'd just like to say the army bonus for Rohan is awesome, and it was great to see 2 all-mounted Rohan armies led by Theoden.
And Charger.
Yeah, both of them had Theoden as their leader, and it was glorious. It was really, really great. So I think that army bonus is spot on, personally.
Great. I played Jack Harper. He had Isengard again, with an Isengard troll. And, we...
Is this your 3rd game against Isengard, or 4?
Yeah. People like Isengard. So, Aemir charged the Isengard troll and scrapped with him for a bit. Didn't kill him. I didn't care about Aemir, but it could have been a great bluff. Chuck Aemir into the Isengard troll.
Was it?
No. But my hero who I was trying to protect, who on earth did I choose?
Could have been a bluff.
Yeah, but I remember chucking Beregond in, and he slaughtered Beregond. I was like, oh, but you could have picked him as the one to kill. Oh, this is terrible. Anyway, what happened? With the scenery, I did a nice little feint and had a guy hiding in the woods, one of his woods that he hadn't even spotted, until Adam Troke came over and was like, oh, what's he doing?
Shut up.
And then he was like, ah. But I was going for a different one. Anyway, Jack had bluffed so much, he was going to send his Isengard troll towards a wood, and had bluffed by going for the other 2 scenery pieces and not that one, but then just didn't get to the scenery piece that he needed to. So I was like, oh, he's definitely not going for that one. And then he turns over at the end. I was like, what? That was the one you never even went remotely near to. I had to kill Sharku from his army, and it became very clear that I'd chosen to, I choose to go and kill him. Because
Desperately charging afterwards.
LSR was just heroic combating to get as close as possible, and he was just heroic moving to get away. So that was very fun. So yeah, it was a great scenario, and yeah, because LSR eventually caught Sharku and killed him, and because I got into a scenery piece, I won that one. But
I had there's something in mind I forgot that I might be telling this wrong, but something hilarious happened that something like this, AMR and Theodred charged into an ogre, and I was like, well, and heroic strike, and I was like, well, this is awful. And then somehow the ogre won the fight, and suddenly was fighting Theodred, who was the one that I chose to kill, and he just like rended him and crushed him. I was like, that was handy. Like, I just did him in one when he never should have even won it. And then like, Crispin was going, that's annoying. I should have killed him. I was like, it's gonna be more annoying when I turn this big pro. But it's brilliant.
Cheers for stealing my time.
Oh, you were well over it. But no, I love it. I think it's really good. Someone was saying afterwards that they've seen players. It's the bluff within the bluff. So you leave like a siege engineer at the back. Yeah. And it must be him that you're trying to put. But then they send him forward. So it's like, well, hang on, is he not the one? And then you have like, I know Aemar in charge and everything. Who's actually the one? That
Well, I had Legolas as mine, but put Legolas into combat. And thought he won't think it's Legolas because Legolas is in combat.
You're putting him into combat,
And he didn't think it was Legolas. He thought it was one of the hobbits.
Well, that's exactly it. Like, you pick the really, really awful one that you would never pick.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there was another good moment where I think it was this game with the Saruman where Aemar charges into Saruman. Knight of the Palantir on horse charges into Saruman. Saruman does a heroic strike. I'm like, I'm not using a might point to heroic strike against him.
Don't need it.
Gets higher. Boom, 6. Saruman wins the fight. Goes for the horse. Boom, 6.
Kill that.
Yeah. Throne Rider 1.
Should use the might.
It's like, what? It's like, what is this?
Did that to yourself.
Absolutely, what is this?
I think if that, and I'd like to see that scenario be taken up in like competitive tournaments. If it is, I think there's a real list building aspect to that. In like, do you now does everyone take a Thrain the Broken or a Fatty or a Merry to maybe, or do you take a bunch of them? Yeah. You spend like, do you have your Lobelia and your Fatty, like all hiding at the back going, which one is it? Which one is it? And like chuck Fat, you know what I mean? Like, maybe that becomes part of the list building, like having a bunch of
you could have a lot of fun.
Targets.
You could have a lot of fun with that scenario. Anyway, final game, Capture and Control.
And for this, because it was Throne of Skulls, I'd seen Mark Kempster's Iron Hills army, which was 4 chariots, on the group the day before or a few days before, and I thought it looked awesome. It was thematically opposed to mine, and we'd been chatting and saying, I hope we get a game. And I went and grabbed him before going forward and said, if they're doing it, do you fancy a grudge? So we were guaranteed a game, and he was well up for it, and we went and chatted to him, and they were like, yeah, that's absolutely fine. Oh, we're not off, you stop that. And they were like, yeah, that's absolutely fine, by all means do it. And what's nice about that is I've never played Mark before, but you're guaranteed a nice end to the tournament, like, because you're going to get
to smash up some chariots.
Oh, maybe, but I've never played them. I've never played with a chariot, and I've never played against one.
No,
and I was really keen to try it. So, yeah, we deployed, and it was capture and control, which is a scenario we have to flip these 3 things over. And I just went, look, as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to dump all my models here. I could not care less about the scenario. I just want to get involved. And there's some wonderful photos where he's got this like ring of chariots about to charge in, and we had a big heroic move off, and some of the chariots come in, and they were grim when they hit you. Like one of them, I think, I used my big beasties as a roadblock because he was like, you can't kill the trolls. And he was like, you can kill the trolls if 2 chariots charge him. And he definitely took out, I think he killed one of the trolls in one go. Like, so the chariot went in, did 3 wounds. Another chariot comes out, does the wound, and went into an ogre and killed him. It's like, oh my god! It was like the grim, and another one definitely had one really good plough through loads and loads of orcs. But then once you get onto them, if you can get the higher, he had Thorin on a go as well. If you can get the higher fight value over him, I was then rending. You can rend the chariot.
So just smash it up.
So the monsters it's got I think 5 wounds. The monsters were wounding it on 3s. And it looked awesome, and it was exactly like the bit out of the film where they charge in, do a load of damage, and then get smashed up by the monsters and stuff. Really, really good fun, and we were just laughing about it and not really caring about the objectives. So I couldn't really tell you an awful lot about the scenario, but really, really loved it, but managed to win. like in the end just by wipeout. But then we it took us about an hour, so we're like, and again.
Yeah.
And he went, yeah, absolutely. So then he changed it for 2 chariots, and I think he had Dane and Thorin on their mounts, Dwalin on foot, and then about 5 Iron Hills to make up the difference. And we had another game. I think we just played. I don't even know. Maybe we played to the death, but I don't even think we were playing a scenario.
Smashing.
And had another like similar thing, kind of smash up with Dane going 1-on-1 with like one of the trolls and stuff, and but in both games, Bolg ended up killing Thorin, and it was the sort of thing where at the end we were. Like, I had loads of models left, kind of inevitably, because the chariots aren't that competitive once you charge them, but I just made a ring of orcs around them. It was just Bolg charging into Thorin, like one after the other, and I think I won that game as well, but it was just such a great way to end the tournament. Lovely. And the chariots are brilliant, they're really, really good fun, and really interesting models, and they look beautiful. Mark's army looked fantastic, but I don't know how competitive they are. You know, like whether you'd have even if you have one in an army, it's a huge point sink. Yeah. But then to have 4 of them, I mean, Mark knew what he's getting himself into. It's like if they charge, they'll destroy anything. There's 3 strength 6 hits on any model, I think. But then as soon as they're charged, they're in real trouble. And I never once tried to strike a dwarf on the chariot. I always just went for the defense 8 chariot, I think. Okay. But yeah, really. Really, really good fun. Really enjoyed it, and I think I gave Mark my favourite game vote. Although honestly, it could have gone to any of them. It could have quite happily gone to anyone because it was brilliant.
I mean, that's the nature of the event. So yeah, my final game was against Devon Moreno.
I'm not going to do that.
So yeah, he had a huge Mordor army of about 80 models because he was just bringing orcs, basically.
On the notes it says Mordor filth there, so.
Yeah, well, comparative filth. It's all. We were saying it's all relative. To the room, it looked like filth, but
Devon was testing the army banks as well, wasn't he? I think that was quite important.
You get +1 strength if you're against, or +1 to wound if you're outnumbering your opponent in a fight.
Okay.
With your warriors. Anyway, yeah, I mean, relative to the other armies in the room, was pretty filthy, but that's because people are bringing 4 chariots and stuff like that. Isn't necessarily a particularly filthy army. Anyway, I got smashed. Absolutely smashed. Aragorn didn't turn up. Lost his first fight. Knocked off his horse. Just couldn't do anything. And the thing that I was doing throughout was just having Legolas and Gimli trying to outkill each other. Which was kind of a theme throughout. I'd been having the heroes all have a go, and Aragorn was quite a way ahead going into this game, but did rubbish, died. So then Gimli was absolutely heroic. Was trapped by like 10 or 12 orcs because imagine he's got 80 models. Every single go was just smashing through stuff. And almost in the end caught up with Aragorn as the top killer of the tournament, thanks to killing a lot of orcs in this final game.
What was Aragorn on?
Aragorn on horse was 27 for across 5 games. Gimli got 26, and Éomer, neither Palantir on horse got 26, and Leggy got about 17.
It's pretty close.
So it was pretty close. Yeah, Leggy would try and snipe ones out of Gimli's combat or at combat into Gimli's one and try and win. Yeah.
It's like us doing that Bolg thing at doubles, wasn't it? Where it was like, I'm going to heroic combat into the guy you're fighting to stop you killing him.
But yeah, Devon was lovely, even though he knew he was absolutely smashing me. So yeah, it was a really nice game. Just terrible from Aragorn in that last one.
Cool. As well, I was doing a kill count as well. I was trying to work out which of my beasties did the most damage. 2 ogres, 2 trolls, Stumpy and Bolg even. It's worth adding the caveat that throughout the entire tournament none of them hurled. So that obviously dramatically reduces their damage potential, and somewhat disappointingly, and because of that, Bolg won. I think Bolg ended up on something like 21 kills or something, but he won. But of the monsters, Stumpy won.
But I think my Pippin killed 5, and I think he beat. Did he beat an ogre?
He beat an ogre. Yeah.
Pippin beat an
Because
ogre.
I know both ogres had no kills going into day 2. The first 3 games. Because they would just get in charge. Like,
Yeah.
the Rise of the Rohan would just charge into them dead. I was like, well, I'll get rid of that then. But then the ogres really turned up in my last 2 games, and definitely one ogre got more kills than the troll with the sides.
Okay.
Definitely one, and maybe 2.
Mm.
But it was Stumpy, largely because of that dwarf game.
Yeah.
He had a couple of decent runs in the other game, but it was like 11 or 13 dwarfs in one game, and he got 18 total.
Yeah.
It was just those 2 turns. Then it was the troll with the club.
He's just going to roll a 3.
Yeah, he's just got to keep rolling 3s. Then I think it was one of the ogres. Then I think the other troll, and then the other ogre. If you add hurling into that, don't know. But Stumpy won, based on one game, which shows you how destructive he can be, but also if you're just playing one game, how awful he can be.
And that was it. Lovely weekend, and well done to Harry Parkhill for winning. Well, I say winning, but for being the most lovely person.
Yeah, and also, but you still have to do well, and
Yeah.
you have to.
Yeah, I think he was tied with maybe Tim Hickson.
It's on favourite game votes, isn't it? And
Yeah.
he got 3. And
Yeah.
there were about, I reckon, 4 other people who got 3 game votes. I managed to get 2, which I was very happy with.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess because of the other fellowship points, like your ranks on those points out of 20, I think I ended up getting 98. Does that make sense? No, I must have got 96.
Okay.
No, 98. I dropped 1. That was it. Yeah, I got 98 points out of 100.
I'd have docked you one.
Just for fun.
Yeah.
Cheers, thank you. Always great to have you here. So was really pleased with that.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, came 9th overall, which I was well chuffed with.
I don't know where I came, maybe 20th, 25th, something like that. There were 60 people there, so it's a good event.
Yeah, it was good for the Hobbit, I think, having that many people there. Also, a really good rules pack. I liked that new format.
I did, loved it.
The only thing I'd say about it, I don't know if you felt like this, but I felt a bit awkward rating my opponent at the end of the game, because what generally happens at tournaments, you hand in the results together.
Yeah.
And particularly with like the painting and basing, there were some that were clearly better than others, where you were like, you should get a 3 for this. And the same with the theme. Whereas I felt maybe you're going to give them a 5 because, that was a great game.
Yeah.
You know, there's that. I don't know if you...
And also, and it's then where do you take the theme in that you've just got like something like an Isengard one. It's like, well, you've taken everything from an Isengard list. This is nice. You get your army bonus. In a normal tournament, this would be lovely, but then you look over there and someone's brought absolute rubbish with their thing.
Yeah.
Are we doing relative in that way, or?
I think it was Owen saying there was the levels of you have what was at the Palantir in the film, which is people give 5, but then you take something that makes perfect sense that you don't see in the film, and people mark it down, even though it's a sort of what if army.
Yeah.
You know, there's really really cool themes, but people will mark it down because they don't immediately react to it. It's definitely subjective, but yeah, I don't know how else you do about that, but there was definite times where, and it wasn't the game, all the games and all the conduct. I think I put 5 straight away, but just I think it was the painting and basing maybe felt, I don't know, a little too a little too snobby, like judging other people's possibly. I don't know.
Well, you are snobby.
Thank you.
Anyway, so yeah, that was
from schools. Well done to everyone who ran it. It was awesome, and yeah, well done to Harry for lifting the 2nd ever Middle Earth trophy. Massive congrats to you.
Yeah.
Great army to win it with as well.
And then we headed back. So yeah, great weekend. And then I headed to Zurich the next day. And now we're here.
Now we're here, and we're going to finish as always
with a 50-point
back wrap themed after Throne of Skulls, much as last time's was themed after. Yeah, it must have been last time. It was themed after Ardacon. So, Thomas, what are you bringing?
I'm going to bring Barragond, and then a mix of, well, I say a mix, probably 1 Gondor troop and 2 Rohan troops. Yeah. So, let's see how this works
Filth. Barragond at this point level.
I know.
What you do, it's like a shade. And I will be bringing 2 Gundabad Berserkers with 2-handed weapons, and 2 Gundabad Orcs with
something.
Shields. We'll see you later.
Defensive. I'm just filming you now.
business or personal? Is it all starting? Okay, so here we are, and unfortunately we found there's a giant wood in the way. So it's going to this is sometimes what happens with 50-point bat reps. The scenery just is too much to deal with. Priori?
Cheating.
Cheating GBHL 6.
Oh,
Get these dice. Can I get these, or are these cheating host exclusive?
oh. Cheating draw ones. Yeah, there you go.
To me. Right, I'm off. I'm going to send a flanking force.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's tactics that.
Go on then.
So a lot of people don't, that's the kind of advanced tactics a lot of people won't have. If you want to really succeed at the game.
Is he within 6?
Don't know, what do you reckon now? He's just out.
Okay, I'll move him half.
Move half.
Throwing spear.
You got a throwing spear?
Yeah.
Got points for that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, go on.
Throwing spear. That. At the berserker. Needs a 5.
Never in doubt, mate.
And Baragon's standing still needs a 3.
Shooting?
Yeah, shooting. Oh, hits.
What's he shooting?
Berserker.
Is it an elf bow?
Yeah. Oh, it's at 5s.
Yeah.
With a point might.
Oh.
Point might.
Well, am I?
Yeah.
Sure.
Kill a berserker.
He's oblivious.
Oh, don't you dare.
Using it.
Yeah. Oh, shame.
Come on.
Shame. Priority.
Stupid might for you. I told you. Aragon MVP.
There's the 6. Oh, shame.
There's to you.
I'll charge. Charge the berserker. Throwing weapon.
Oh.
And
Gonna have you.
he must be out because I was a wally and didn't know, so I'll just put him like that. Come at me. Yeah. I'll let you do that.
You let me do that.
Yeah.
It's very decent.
Oh, what is he doing?
Tactical maneuver, mate. Feint. That was a feint.
Can he see him?
Oh, 2 trees.
Okay. He'll shoot through 2 trees.
Solid. Combat.
Yeah.
I'll go for it.
I'll go big. I'll fight. 2-handed with
Yeah,
berserker.
2-handed piercing strike. For the lols.
Go for it.
He can feint.
Okay.
It's a 5.
Oh, it could come back to haunt him. Could come back to haunt him. Oh, it doesn't.
Never in doubt. Piercing striker goes up to strength 6. Defense 5. 4s.
+1 as well.
Yeah, that's it.
Shame.
Gundabad 1, all dead.
Priority. I've got a 1. It's you.
Cheeky Rotterdam. 2. This is what World Champion did to me.
Okay, I'll move this guy 6. Presume you can't. Like there. And then half. There. Shooting. 3 in the way.
Yeah.
In the way. Oh, that would have killed him. And then a 6 again. Shame.
Go big.
I'll go
Cheeky-
piercing strike as well.
SDF. Piercing strike 2-handed and fainting. That's a
4. Yeah, that's a good one. 5 from the guy. Oh, it's a 4. What's he fight value?
It's right out, it's 3. Berserker's 4. Berserker goes up to strength 5. That's 4s +1, 3s. That's it. Berserker cleaning up.
Priority.
It's you.
Charge Baragon then.
Oh, go big. Spear support, cheeky. That's 3. Can you get the spear?
I mean, I'm sure he can. The measuring is slapdash, but
These are competitive games.
let's
your
do
priority.
this one.
Fight normally. What's it?
4.
Strength 4, 5 to kill him.
Oh, what is that?
Get off my board.
Baragon will win it for me, don't worry.
Yeah, solid 1 attack Paragon. going big. It's worked before.
I'll fight normally.
There's his strike.
It's a 5.
He's 5'4", so he's
Mhm.
fainting. It's a 5.
Roll off.
Come on, good. Yeah.
What's it go down to?
3.
Okay, false. 5 is...
That is a joke. He will remember that.
He will be dead.
Second
Priority.
berserker dead. An absolute chance
Yeah,
got begged.
I know.
That was the one, Tom.
No. Come on, Baragon! Oh,
Look good.
he has let me down in a big way.
Same as usual.
Yeah.
Gundabad.
Right. 200 piercing
I'm
strike?
going to give it to the
Gundabad.
the berserker. See if
Okay.
he can
Yeah,
do the
clean
lot.
up.
Goes up to strength 7.
Yeah.
What's the defense? Is he 5? Is he 6?
6.
4s +1 3s.
Oh.
Got a fate point.
Oh yeah, fate. Yes!
He's trapped.
Oh. Oh, nice.
Sorry,
That's a
Norman.
shame.
Such shame.
You were rubbish.
You were rubbish. Glorious stuff. Get that off.
Take a 200 piercing strike.
Absolutely. MVP at 50 point bat reps.
Anyway.
So I reckon the next 50 point bat rep should be these guys against your Ardacon winning Lake Town list.
There you go. Look
See
at
how
that.
that does. And I won't have a crossbowman to make the terrible tactical decision of standing up.
Back to
Cool.
the sofa.
Indeed. Welcome to the post battle bat rep breakdown with added black shirt on back of chair.
Enjoy.
Indeed.
That was rubbish.
Why? Where do you think it went wrong for you?
It went wrong with your Berserker.
Berserker, this guy,
Yeah.
absolute MVP, what a legend. Baragon though, cracking start.
Yeah.
He thought he was going
He was
to
looking at
go on there, but I do think,
Your
if I
tactical
may,
decision.
you were fooled by the feint round the left of the wood.
Well, I think your tactical decision to put a wood in the middle of the 50 point bat rep bar.
The wood was there for both of us, Tom.
Yeah.
Because the thing was, I don't know if you realise, but when I put the Berserker and the Gundabad on that side, that was a feint, and you actually fell right
I mean,
into that.
enjoyed it when the fainting Berserker died.
Yeah,
Just got
but
shot.
he was always meant to. Whereas you then left Baragon and the spearman back there thinking, well, it's all right, they'll be coming around here. Whereas in fact, they were never going around there. It was a feint. Didn't want the Berserker to die. That was awful. But then Zerky, B for the Berserker. Like, I mean, he was incredible. What a lad. You should have killed him.
Yeah.
With Baragon.
Yeah.
What? Can you talk us through your thinking there?
Just don't get a 1.
Potentially Baragon against 2 Gundabads.
Yeah, could have done that.
You better not
With
Baragon.
fate point, yeah.
Alas, you didn't kill him. Don't really kill him myself. Second at Ardacon, really? But I would have killed him personally. But and the Gundabads march on to face is it like
The Lake
6
Towners,
Lake Towners.
Yeah,
Is that right?
something like
Something like that. So yeah, I think we'll do that in our next one. Sorry about that. We had a brief recording issue with the HD being full. The HD, not the hard drive, apparently. So yes, that was our Throne of Skulls review. We hope you enjoyed it. Thanks to all our opponents. It was a brilliant weekend. Please let us know in the comments below what you thought of the video, what you thought of Throne of Skulls. Don't let us know what you thought of the video. It was awful.
Yeah, trivia though.
Trivia section, make sure you fill those in.
Yeah.
Will we be back next week?
Oh, and bathtub section.
And what? Bathtub section, absolutely, yeah.
Bathtub section.
What should it be? Do you wash yourself in a bath of filthy food water, or do you wash your plates in bath water you've been in? Apparently this is a decision. Look at you,
Do you pee in
filthy
your bath?
food. You say, oh yeah, filthy food, ooh, beans. Did you say, do you pee in your bath?
Yeah.
I don't pee in the bath, no,
What
because
is
I'm
Charlotte's
34.
bathwater?
If it's Charlotte's bath water,
Yeah.
yeah, I pee in that.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
On
Classic
that note-
Palantir.
on
Are we back next week?
Maybe.
Yeah. I don't know of any reason we're not.
Be hopeful.
Yeah, there could be Palantir next week. Until then, don't forget to comment, like, share and subscribe.
Support your hobby by clicking in the links. No.
Oh, me or hosts?
Host. It's definitely host.
Click in the
Support your
links.
host by clicking the links below.
Follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook.
Support your hobby this time.
And happy
Strategy.
battle
Gay.
Ming.
Boom.